I do think that like, um, all of the experience. I mean, I have a song called Basket. It's all about kind of, staying lucid as long as possible. I watched my grandfather, kind of before he actually passed away. There was like a good period of like 10 years where it was sort of like he was kind of not all there,
Right.
And I was thinking about how sad that was. And I remember when I was like a kid, like I'd go over to my grandparents' house and there was like this little cupboard and I'd open it up and I'd pull out, there would be like a deck of cards and a little pack, checkers and like all these little games and knickknacks and stuff. And that was sort of like the kid drawer. And beside it, there was this little bin, and it was just full of like letters and cards, right? Because back in grandparents' day, like that's what you did. You wrote people letters and then you would keep them. And so there was like this thing full of letters and cards and stuff that my grandmother or grandfather was keeping. And so as my grandfather's like mind was sort of deteriorating, I in my mind, I was thinking about that little basket and how like all of those little cards are like entries. They're like little experiences. Like, this is the time you got kicked in the nuts in grade 4. And this is the time ran away from the bees at the lake or whatever. And like all these little experiences, every tiny little thing that you've ever done, even the stuff you don't remember that are totally subconsciously baked into you, they have completely forever affected who you are. Like they've taught you like a little tiny lesson. You say, "Oh, I'm not going to do that again," or whatever. Like all of those experiences have made up the sum of what you are in this moment. And so, what happens if that basket starts to fall apart, and those cards and those letters and those stories start to fall out of the basket? If you don't have your stories, are you the same person, or are you just a shell or whatever? So that was sort of like the foundation of that song.